Everyone thinks they're ready. You've got the plan, the gear, the spot. You've got the bunker coordinates saved under vacation in your GPS just in case you've got a convoy route that avoids highways. Because you read one Reddit thread in 2019 that said, "Interstates become death funnels." You've even got the smug sense of superiority that comes from knowing you'll be the one who saw it coming. Except, you didn't. You just rehearsed a fantasy that 300,000 other people rehearsed too, right down to the same bug-out bag checklist and the same trust no one sticker on your water bottle. Let's start with your plan A. Stay home until things calm down. Spoiler, they don't calm down. The grid isn't taking a coffee break. It's gone. The supply chain doesn't pause. It collapses. And your 2 weeks of food storage? That's called a slightly bigger grocery trip. Now you pivot to plan B, the mythical bug out. You throw the family in the SUV, load up the totes labeled medical, ammo, and tools, and hit the back roads, just like every other protagonist in a YouTube scenario video. Here's the problem. The moment you move, you stop being a prepper and start being a refugee with delusions of grandeur. Because that cabin you're heading to, it's not yours, it's everybody's. You found it on Google Earth, remote, wooded, near a water source. You cross-checked topographic maps, noted the elevation, even printed the coordinates. You think you found the spot. Here's the punchline. So did everyone else. You're not a visionary. You're a statistical inevitability. Smart people think alike, and when smart people all look for remote defensible locations near natural water, they find the same damn coordinates. That's not survival genius. That's collective pattern recognition. So when you arrive, there are already 6 vehicles parked there, a campfire burning. Someone's arguing about property rights on land that isn't even theirs. You don't find solitude. You find competition for the same firewood, the same creek, the same delusion that this was your idea first. Let's talk numbers, the kind preppers never calculate because math ruins fantasies. One person needs 5 pounds of dry wood per day for cooking and minimal heat. 100 people burn through every dead log in a half-mile radius in 72 hours. After that, they start chopping green wood, wet wood, smoke-belching signal flares that say, "Hey, we're over here," to anyone with a gun or a grudge within 5 miles. And that pristine creek you plan to drink from, it's a toilet by day 3. Someone dumps gray water upstream. Someone else gets dysentery. The bacteria spreads faster than your optimism evaporates. Congratulations, your secret sanctuary is now a refugee camp with better backpacks. You built a fortress, solar panels, rain catchment, 6 months of MREs, motion sensors. You did it right. Right up until the moment the system collapsed. Now, all that prep doesn't make you safe. It makes you valuable. You're not a survivor, you're a loot crate with a pulse. Because in a world without supply chains, resources redistribute violently. And no matter how many guns you own, someone else has more friends, more ammo, and less hesitation. That's not paranoia, that's economics. High-value targets attract attention, and the moment you light that first campfire or post-watch from a visible window, you've announced to the world, inventory available. They don't need to storm you. They'll just wait. They'll let you get tired, thirsty, hungry, paranoid, then take everything when you blink. Siege Psychology 101. Nobody talks about siege stress because it's not cinematic. It's slow, quiet, and corrosive. When you can't leave, when every night you hear movement beyond the perimeter, when your group starts whispering about who's taking too many rations, you're not surviving anymore. Your eroding sleep deprivation turns strategy into superstition. Paranoia turns community into mutiny. The bunker becomes a coffin you built yourself. And when it finally falls, and it will, it won't be because they breached the wall. It'll be because you stopped trusting the people inside it. People love that word, defensible. They say it like it means something. Defensible against what? One guy with a gun? Maybe. 10 desperate families? Doubtful. 50 people who already decided you're hoarding food? Impossible, because numbers don't care about your bravado. And when the mob's hungry, your fortress is just a vending machine with a tougher lock. History agrees. Every siege ends the same way, not with a glorious defense, but with starvation, dehydration, betrayal, or disease. Usually all four. So if your survival plan depends on holding the fort, congratulations. You're reenacting the final chapter of every failed civilization ever documented.